Hello! There you can hear it. Hello. Welcome to Miniboss Podcast after a tiny hiatus. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a minute. Been a hot 2 weeks.
Been a minute, spin a minute, like a clock.
Gonna drink some gin in a minute.
That's pretty good.
I got you.
We actually took a
Constantly
couple weeks off to work on our mad rhyming skills because, Miniboss rap group.
Yeah, we went to
never know.
Africa to get in touch with our roots. And then they sent all the other white people away. It was really weird.
It's like that Ace Ventura.
Yes. Oh, two, when nature
Same
calls.
thing with the
That was a classic movie.
No, but how are you, man? Fucking
We've
has been like a legit minute. I've
Yeah.
seen you for maybe 5 minutes at the show.
Here and there, and then we got to game for maybe a couple hours, and then it was just because you were always go, and then as soon as your stuff stopped,
You're started.
mine started again. So there was a lot of overlap because while you had the show, then I had to do Oshkosh's Funniest,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that I had this other stuff, and you finally got a relaxation week, which since you've been going hard as shit since August.
Yes. Well,
Rocky.
Well, after Rocky, really a lot of my energy went into because I just started dating Ashley, and a lot of my energy went into that. I mean,
All the overlap.
I still put a lot of energy into it, as everyone should. Oh, hi, Willow, go lay down, please. Thank you, real sweetheart.
She's
But yeah, I mean, since I want to say March, and especially at this time at the hospital, because I work in the surgery unit. A lot of doctors are really stacking cases so they can go on vacation.
Because the
in
doctor's
a month or
gone
so.
now, right? Like somebody left, and now they're all just trying to.
Yeah, one of the orthopedic surgeons left, and which I have my thoughts on the fact that he looked at patients like swimming pools and cars. I mean, let's get this straight. Dump it on real quick. The healthcare system doesn't care about you.
No, it does not.
We're nailing together the hips of 94-year-old women so we can get that last little bit of insurance money. But anyways, I digress. Yeah, a surgeon left, and that leaves a lot more time. Right now, it's the rise and fall of clans. At first, it was the orthopedic surgeons, and then the orthopedic surgeons had to back down, and now is the rise of the urologists. And they're fucking crushing stones and setting bones. There's a lot of catheters. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Wiener. And it's funny because they're urologists.
It's this
whole lot of wanging going on. But yeah, work's been busy. Work's always busy. And that coupled with the show, thank God, shout out to Ashley, really was I wrote out, because I'm not a schedule guy.
No, you are not.
I used to like the military because it told you where to be,
Oh,
when to
no.
be, and what uniform.
There's somebody higher ranking than me always telling me where to be somewhere. That's easy.
Meanwhile, when I have to be the master of my own time, and I literally wrote it down on a small piece of stationery of Friday from 6 to 9, this, and then writing it all down, and Ashley, love her so much, was able to feed, walk Willow, pick me up, get me to the show on time, afterwards come back, have, some food, and
She's
just
solid
love
as
to
shit.
come
I love
home to.
Ashley.
It's just
She's great.
holy shit. I literally could not have done it without her.
You would have been miserable. If
More miserable. I mean,
because then you'd be like, oh no, I gotta do all this shit. And that's its own.
well,
that's
every
its own pile.
show, and it's funny because Ben always talks about you're always so happy when you're doing a show. And to a degree, yes, but I complain so fucking much. I was just I've got no time. My laundry's piling up. I need to cook food. Yada yada. I'm I don't think I'm as happy as he thinks I am.
You play well.
But yeah, I
Good
mean,
presence.
I will say everything paid off. I was having my doubts about the show.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it peeking through.
Because
But
Rocky Horror is Rocky Horror. It's a classic for a reason.
everyone knows it.
And that is just such a fun, like, people show up a little high, a little drunk, shouting stuff at the audience, and I'm just like, well, this is kind of, I thought of the show as more like young adulty.
It was very YA. Very, very YA. Very young
but
adult.
The way that I think we portrayed it really put a lot of emotion behind the scenes that needed emotion.
Laurel killed it.
Everyone.
All of them killed it. Even the kids. And normally, I love to throw shade at high schoolers because you do fight an adult.
A couple of these high schoolers. 2 of them normal. Thank you guys. 2 of them. You remind me of me.
You know who you are. And you should not be watching this. Go to sleep.
Go do your homework. Oh, school's done.
Is it still? I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. It is still spring. We wanted to do this earlier. The first day that we planned, tornado. Right?
Yep.
And I'm still trying to convince you, like, come on.
Oh, no. You're going to tell a Florida dude to trust the weather? No. Because here's the thing. I live in a trailer. So when, like, a tornado comes, we're all Lieutenant Dan at that point. We're all like, you good? You need nothing. Oh, me, I'm just mowing the lawn. Like, all of us are, like, our balls get so huge during storms. Even my neighbors, like...
Walking around like a cowboy and...
Oh, no, we do the South Park bounce.
Like a kangaroo ball. Nice.
Like, what's up, Scott? Everything good? Oh, no, me, I'm fine. I'm just mowing the lawn while my dog goes up in a tornado. Like,
but I swear to God, like, it's May 20th, and, like, I walked to work this morning, and I could see my breath. It's just been a great week to be a duck. It's not going to be nice for, like, another week. Ashley and I went to the farmer's market on Saturday. Cause
that was the first one back, right?
It started up. And we're like, well, let's go. It's a little chilly, but we'll be fine. And immediately we hit Main Street, which is like a block away. And it's like, but luckily, our friend Jillian over at Moloco Cookies, who I've bought from at the Hive, I went and bought some pretzels because the ranch pretzels there. Seriously, if you're in Fond du Lac, stop by. The fucking baked pretzels? Goods are so good.
But is that what those are?
Yep.
We have them here.
If only once I Jedi them into my hand.
I know. I'm like, can I? Hold on.
Crinkle. Oh. Hey.
These are them Pretz.
These are them Pretz.
Willow loves them too. I want to try this. I'm super excited.
Good.
Thank you.
You can tell how much like ranch dust is in the bottom.
Oh my god. It's like a Cool Ranch pretzel.
New Miniboss ASMR.
Now hear me eating the pretzel. It would drive me insane. I'd immediately cancel us.
But we got to take shelter underneath their tent until it was just time to go. I mean, first week of the farmer's market. Go lay down. It's going to be the name of this show now. Go lay down. That's what my dog thinks her name is.
Go lay down.
But definitely, the first week, not a lot of people out. Weather wasn't playing nice. And the fact that the road construction is going on, so everything's just kind of like condensed into half the size. And it's like, I think we spent like 15 minutes. It's like, now what? Guess we'll go back home. No, we went thrifting after that.
Ooh, where'd you go?
The usual hangouts, St. Vinny's, Goodwill.
The one by the house? Or the one by my place? Or the one on the cool side of town? The less cool side of town?
Well, the one by Scott Street is St. Vinny's.
No, yeah. I've got Salvation Army. I forget.
I don't give my money to Salvation Army. I will shoplift from there before anything.
I don't know enough about them. I know that it's considered, if you call yourself an army, but you haven't actually deployed, that's stolen valor, Salvation Army.
I want to see those old ladies drop and give me 20.
Yeah. I didn't see y'all in Iraq.
Though the only thing I bought from Salvation Army was these two like chairs that I swear to God came from a strip club. $10 for the both of them.
Kinda.
The other one's in the other room.
Oh, the one I put my... Oh.
Yeah, the one that collects friends' hoodies and hats.
Yeah. My coat is currently on it.
Hey, did I leave this? Yep, you did. But, to go back to the show, I mean,
It was fun to watch.
I was supremely grateful that everything got off without a hitch, that everyone laughed when we wanted them to laugh. They felt, the emotions that we wanted them to feel. Just all around, like, it's one of those things where it's just like, all right, we've got past our first show, and like the way it feels, like the first show, you're just running off of adrenaline. And so it's like, oh, people are doing, hell yeah. And then you kind of have a sophomore slump. So we had 4 shows.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday matinee. Thursday night, all adrenaline. All adrenaline, and the show's done before you know it. Saturday is like, all right, let's make sure that this wasn't a fluke, but it's also like, okay, we
saw you on Friday, and we thought that
Oh,
was...
no, Friday. Friday's the one.
Okay.
That's just like, all right, let's make sure that this wasn't a fluke. But, like you said, people fucking loved it.
We had such a good time. And it was a packed show, too. Like, because the first one, from what I saw online, it was sold out. Or, like, at least all seats were filled.
They would even have to, like, bring in more seats just to, like, because, like, for walk-ins, like, can we come see your show? We're not going to say no.
No, they were really cool about that. No, Friday, you guys are off. And one of my favorite parts was I didn't realize it was your improvised line where you almost broke Cody on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So Cody comes out. He plays the boyfriend type that our main character doesn't really like. So she made him a gelatinous cube, but a shapeshifter. So he comes out in like this barbarian outfit, and I just go, "Hello, sailor." I tried that other nights, but it still didn't get the same kind of.
Your honey no got me.
Oh, the honey no, yeah,
dude, that broke. Okay, you have a straight guy playing a gay guy versus a gay guy playing a straight guy on stage, and Cody Lindau is one of the best people. I love this dude. He's an amazing actor, phenomenal singer. He's just fucking crazy talented. And apparently a really good director. And then I watched his face fucking break. He became Jimmy Fallon in front of me when, like, you're up next to him. He said a thing about his body, and then you're like, honey, no.
No, the line was like, she's like, oh, back when you made me kill my boyfriend, huh? She's like, you killed me? He's like, no, we just looked a gigantic fat blob that looked like you. I look like a big gigantic blob, and he goes back and I'm like, oh, honey, no. And that consistently got a lot of laughs.
It broke Cody on stage, man. It was awesome. Just a little bit. Like, to get anything out of that dude is pretty freaking cool. Like,
but it was such
awesome.
a great time. Saturday, that's like your game time. So it's just like, all right, last night show. Let's fucking kill this.
And that was Matt,
Kat, Ian, Nicole, Dakota, Crystal, Ashley,
your mom?
Kelly, and Ann. No, Mom didn't see the show. We're getting some
Laura.
recordings so she can see the show. Because we have to yet to have our cast party and to finish our own D&D campaign, which I'm looking forward to.
Aww.
But then that Sunday is just kind of like everyone's just kind of, I don't want to say deflated, but it's like, it's the light at the end of the tunnel of just like, all right, this is it. This is us retiring our shit. And like everyone gets like hella of emotional before the show. And it's like the last time you're putting on the costume and the last time you're doing this. And after it was done, it's like, whew, let me take a moment. Okay. Because you don't have much of a moment because we need to strike the stage afterwards, which is just immediately
fun part.
Getting all the props off, getting all the stage unscrewed, getting things carried out is just like, all right, you just did a 2-hour show. Now go lift shit and carry it downstairs. And it's just like, I got to a point where it's just like, I've done all I can. Because like a lot of those props, a lot of those costumes came from my closet. Right?
Yeah. So just,
and it's just like, I'm covered in like bags and like Bennett's downstairs to like give me a lift. And I'm like, I'm going. And like I've got my makeup, my red, somewhat smeared off. And it's like, I need to go to O'Davies. I need to have a very cold beer and a comically frosted mug.
Oh my god.
And I got that, and I swear to God, just
pull it out of a Yeti's ass.
The spirit of the show just went, afterwards. And then, of course, you know, a week of work afterwards. But the fact of just like going home to like just like a house and just sitting down and be like, what did I like to do? But let me hear about your comedy shows.
Oh, dude.
So the first one was
I had to see him Friday because Saturday I had to do Oshkosh's Funniest, which which again, competitions with
it's a
comedy
popularity contest.
It is, and it's and I sent it. I did a really good job. I got kind of screwed. I ended up having to go first.
That's your curse.
It's the worst, man. I hate it. I always kill first, but again, you're just warming up the audience. Nobody gives a shit.
And that's the thing. You're warming up the audience, and nobody's had any drinks yet.
Nope.
So they're really
And there were people walking in while I was on the show, and that killed me because it's like, okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 votes that I'm not going to get.
Truly.
And it's like, and then you're already on stage, and there's a point where I watched my video back where I watched like a group walk in and talking, and I'm on screens, and I can like tell that I'm just like, you fuckers. It's like,
wait, so they have screens. So like, tell me about the setup because it was at the Oshkosh Arena.
Oshkosh Arena where the Herd play.
Well, first off, it was really cool that like on the big LCD.
I was on the LCD screen.
You could just see Eric's face. Was like,
yeah, the worst picture from like almost 2 years ago.
That's a great picture.
It's a great picture.
Up.
Shout out Ian Arthur, my motherfucker. I love him, dude. He's poly-talented. Many talents. Multi's just bored.
A jack of many polys. He wants a cracker.
Dude fucks, especially with a camera. But no, dude took the best pictures I've ever had, so I'm just gonna use them till I'm tired of it. But no, it went well. I hate going first because then you got to stick around.
You don't have
to.
Oh,
no, you gotta wait for results.
Win. Yeah,
I wasn't gonna win because the person that won was 7 days off of Madison's Funniest. She got second place, and she killed it.
Yeah,
she had good tested material that worked with a wide swath of audiences. She brought a nuke in. She was fine. She had nothing to worry about. My only gripe, and it is petty, is give other people a fucking shot. Put her halfway through. Don't put her fresh out. That's just me.
What do you mean put her halfway through?
Like,
oh, you mean as far as like
there are 5 rounds in this competition, right? If there are 5 rounds, don't take them fresh. Give other people a shot. Ben Giles.
Giles.
Yeah, Bengale. Bengale Maxwell, whatever we want to call you. But
your name is ours now.
But no, I mean, I'm not sour about it. I lost to good.
You don't sound sour.
No, it's just put the freaking person that got runner-up in the last one, give them time to cool off for the sake of everybody else, you know? Because then when the crowd vote is based on who you sell tickets to, because what they do at Laughable is they give you $2 for every person that comes into this competition if they say your name when they come in. So you would have tables of people that are like, oh, who are you with? We're with Lyle. Oh, shit.
Yes, my name is John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yeah.
His name is my name, too.
Damn it, I forgot about that. That's going to be stuck in my head. But no, there was a few flaws of the competition. But other than that...
Well, here's the thing. It's not a competition. It's a fundraiser for Laughable Productions.
Yeah, it's a popularity contest for
The
Laughable.
comedy is second.
And
I
yes,
mean, let's be fair.
I sound like a sassy, sour bitch, and I'll take that. But again, you throw a lot of heavies in one side, there's going to be
Oh, she was fat?
No.
Oh, I thought
No. I mean, heavy hitters
heavy.
comedy-wise. Heavy hitters comedy-wise. Heavy hitters comedy-wise. Like, people that are known.
Miniboss, the podcast of body shaming.
Oh, dear God. No. No. Brie was awesome. She was talented. She earned it. She fucking earned it. Hope she wins. Anybody that beats me needs to beat everybody else. That is how we survive with our egos intact. But no, that was the only issues. But this was a way better setup than when they did Fondy's Funniest.
As far as, you mean at the Turkey Palace or whatever they call it, the Cow Palace here in town?
Yeah.
Where it's just I don't know, people are...
I mean, he made it look good. He made it look good. They put the work in.
The thing about Fondy's Funniest is the comedians opened for the band and nobody was there for the comedians.
No.
And it's just that, and of course Greg Freese went last, so he was like, oh, that That retired fourth grade teacher that says Virginia now? Cool.
The context.
Stay classy, Fond du Lac. But yeah, I mean, don't beat yourself up. Fucking nobody was
No. But
people are just there because like, oh, you hear so-and-so is...
But it's good to be heard by other people's audiences.
Yeah.
So there are definite benefits to a comedy competition. Don't get me wrong. The dude that told me to keep my head up, besides Rob, was a guy that's currently opening for Rob fucking Schneider. So and what I know about Rob Schneider is tough dude to work for, but he was like, don't get hung up on competitions, dude. He's like, you're gonna have your audience. You're not gonna have your audience. It's gonna fucking happen. And he's like, if you do it to be seen. Because I didn't get paid to do the thing. I didn't tell people say my name at the door. You know, because that's
stage time is the most important thing.
Yeah. How do you get better?
Yeah, just go up there. Bombing is better than not bombing in the fact of like if you're not bombing, if you're not performing, you're
didn't bomb this time, by the way. I did bomb a laughable production once.
Well, you were so fucking new.
I was high as shit and new.
Yeah, and everyone could tell.
Oh yeah,
your teeth did like this.
Yeah. You're funny, right? That's really funny. No,
you did your entire 10-minute set in a minute 30.
Yeah, now we downgraded from Adderall to atomoxetine, and we're a lot happier for it. But
he's just on hydroxycut now.
Yeah, OxyShred, but yeah, pretty much.
I saw hydroxycut at Walmart the other day, and I'm like, memories.
That's you used to take it in the military too, right?
Yep.
Everybody in the military took hydroxycut. Well, a lot of us did, and like. A lot of the people you saw taking it, we were already like small. So
yeah, Victoria Alvanos, I swear to God, the McPon kept her in. Just be like, no. I know she should have been kicked out like 3 times over, but let's just see what she does next. So yeah, I definitely understand. And then this past weekend,
it was supposed to be a double show. Mm-hmm. We do a lot of stuff up north with Under the Lights Entertainment, and I want me and you to actually go to one of their wrestling events really bad.
I would love to like commentate if they have like a commentator.
I'm working.
My God, he's got the chain.
I'm working a deal with it, but I'm trying to get my body right so that I can actually participate. Like I want to get thrown around and shit. Like I want to have fun. Like that would be fun for me especially. And
here's the thing:
I like having a motivator.
You're in great shape.
I'm getting back,
but you're so body conscious.
Oh yeah.
Think of how many big blob wrestlers there are.
I know, but they're beautiful.
I could be a big blob wrestler, just like
remember that dude? He got to put his
his butt cheeks,
Vince McMahon's face right in his butthole. Yeah, and wiggle. He's a national treasure.
Well, he's part of that wrestling family. That's The Rock and the Usos and Ricky Maivia and yada yada. When you're royalty, you can do whatever you want, baby.
Goddamn right.
But it was just the one show, which is funny because there was a huge to do with the lineup.
Yeah.
Because I was going to host.
You were supposed to host.
But I only thought it was
one show. But it got confusing because of what was going on online versus, and even like misspellings of your name. It was
Maddie P.
Yeah, Maddie P. I'm like,
did you just take Jimmy P's picture and then change the first name? And I'm like,
I think it was just
Dean was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
I talked to Dean because he drives the comedians up, and we just pay tribute.
And good on him because like
he's a good dude.
He's
such a good dude.
Let's be honest, you're not making a lot.
Nope.
And so when like a good quarter of what you make goes towards gas, and then like driving through the Wisconsin countryside on like a nice summer day, it's so fun. But Saturday was just like wet and rainy.
It was gross.
The whole week, it's the way that I look at it, because I'm a Silver Lane kind of guy.
Yeah.
It's a good day to be a duck.
That was a great day to be a duck.
It's like splash around in some puddles, wet your beak. Good day to be a duck. But for the rest of us, having to travel, well, let me ask you, did you actually have to drive up to Marinette?
Well, this one
or did the show get canceled?
Great. No, it got canceled the day before.
Okay, because the last thing that I would like to hear is just like, yeah, we drove all the way up and then...
Oh, no, if we went to Marinette, that's where my stepdad has a cabin right outside of there. So I had a backup plan. If we got the show, we were going to hit a dispensary, and then we were going to go to the cabin and shoot guns and get really high.
Oh, and just like drive back the day after?
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
with Rob and Dean.
That's the thing that I was really disappointed about not being able to take the show. I really want to meet Rob.
Rob is so good. Rob Brackenridge. He's big on Dry Bar. He's beloved here.
Yeah.
And he killed it. He did his dirty set that night, and he fucking cleaned up. My God.
I mean, don't get me wrong, because, like, there are some that are so... There's some comedians, especially, like, starting out. I mean, not to compare Rob to somebody that's starting out, but they just try to be edgy for edgy's sake. And it takes a lot to work clean. And the thing is, you don't have to have like bubblegum jokes of just like, you know? But to do things that like without bringing up serious fucking gross things, it's a challenge unto itself. And I think that's really fun. Like, are there some jokes that I think are cheesy with like the automatic pocket applause? Yeah, sure, but whatever.
But he likes it because it's a him thing. Just like my strip club joke, I keep it because it's a me thing, and that's my best way to relate to my audience of what you're about to watch is a shameless dude. And when you
have to let people know what.
And with him, he's like, "Here's the deal. I'm up here. I'm gonna have a good time." And then, bum bum bum. I provided his cellophane the last time. It made me happy. It's like giving Gallagher, "Hey, I have a hammer in my trunk."
He used to have Adderall in it.
Adderall, cocaine. I used to have all the drugs. Fun drugs.
The candy stripe.
Oh man, dude, I could save a life, man. What's going on? Like his heart stopped. Okay, snort this.
It's like that scene in Pulp Fiction where it's just like boom. Except with just more drugs.
On me. That scene is burning in my brain. I love that. That whole thing was perfect. Where it's like just like this. He's like, okay, no, just one time. Instead of hit him on 3.
Willow's back.
Is this bitch ODing on us? Who's your go bitch? Because it's a female dog. We can say it. Stay low.
Look at this dog. Look at this dog.
It's a cute dog.
You have anything you want to say?
And you can save her life by donating $90,000 to the Miniboss Fund.
In the arms of an angel. All right, now we've used your cuteness for...
All right, you have been successfully exploited. Go back to the cave.
Go lay down.
What's your cutie?
Nosy Rosie.
I know.
But
I've got opinions.
So how was the show in Breed?
Breed was fun. The parking lot. Okay, so we got up to the bar, and it was like a building, but when you walked around the building, half of it was collapsed in. I'm like, oh, there's no way this is the bar.
Collapsed in?
Yeah, like it got hit with a tornado or something. But like all the buildings in this part of like this is up north. So what they do is they keep the thing. I think there's a historic building thing that exists where you can build on your land. You just can't really do much about what's already there.
Yeah.
So like it's some kind of law. I'm not a lawyer or anything.
I know like historic houses are notoriously hard to like.
And then they build behind it. So they built a barn basically that bunch of garage doors. They hold music there around this time. And the way they arranged it, and they had we started this show at 3.
Yeah.
That is frightening for a comedian. I want them to drink a little bit. I don't like to tell jokes while the sun can see.
Well, here's the thing, too, especially when it's so out of the way, you know everyone drove. Hey, Will, go there.
Well, that was the thing, is we got up to the parking lot. There were no cars there. But when you go to the side of the building, there were like 50 ATVs just parked all over.
ATVs. Because I definitely took a look at like the venue. I'm like, oh, this is for sure a biker bar.
Yeah, this is redneck. This is
for some people to just like they're on the way. They want to stop for like lunch and a beer.
I'd tell you a quarter of the population was there. Like they were cool.
Well, that's what I was telling you before with a little tiny fucking town named like Breed because like it's right around what it's the actual city around it is.
It's an unincorporated township. I don't know what
because like you're right. Because right down the street, it's actually Suring, Wisconsin.
Yes, yeah.
But
that's what we thought it was.
Because they just went a little bit further. It's like how Madison, like there's Maple Bluff, like it's part of Madison, but it's just its own little thing. But like having jokes like that, like with a town name like Breed, I thought there'd be more of you. You know,
I'm glad I hosted on that one because I just took it first. That way, Dean and Rob couldn't steal the Breed.
I did notice that the street across was called Dump Avenue.
Yeah, Dump and Breed.
Dump and Breed.
D&B.
But that show went well?
It went well. It was rough at first. And then we had a little. We all went long.
Just like, is this thing on?
Oh, it was worse than that. So we do the first half. I did about 20 minutes, and then did the opening, and then hosted in Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Then after Dean, I did hey, we're gonna take 10, 15 minutes, let some more people come in.
Everyone get your piss out.
Right? And they had oh dude, the best brat I ever had was there. It was so fucking good.
How was the audience?
Rough at first.
Rough at first.
Rough at first, because they were all sitting in the bar side, which wasn't separated, but they had their own music and they were watching NASCAR.
Oh, so you're just doing comedy at the back of their head, just
Well, we were in a hall attached to it, but they couldn't hear anything. So and they didn't really care.
Yeah.
And it was a free show for them because it was paid to.
Did they heckle you at all? Shut up! The race is on.
They love me, man. When I go to a small town, I make sure to announce as fast as possible the veteran thing as fast as I can.
Yeah.
That way, it's just because I saw the hats. I look at.
You know what? Next time I open and you're featuring, I'm gonna steal the veteran thing right out the boat.
You should.
Just there's this one guy who did 17 years. I did 5
because I'm
the
smart.
Navy.
But no, I got to do all that shit. It was really good, and it turned out good. But when we had to reintroduce, because we took the 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and then Rob did about 45. Rob put some time in.
Okay, cool.
And Rob Brackenridge, a great comedian. He's a really down to earth guy, and he's met some heavy hitters.
Rob, if you're listening, and I know you are all about video game podcasts,
We love you, Robert. Bruce Breckenridge.
Robert Bruce?
Yeah. Bobby B!
Isn't that the name of
Lenny Bruce,
an Australian outlaw, a famous Robin Hood Australia? Yeah, I think there's a Robert Bruce outlaw or Bruce Roberts. I don't know. Australia's a weird place.
He has a pretty nice house for a comedian. I'm just saying, he's an Appleton.
Got all this from his LA money.
Yeah, I mean, dude. And it was funny. They were featuring him as an LA comic, but he's lived here forever. But no.
Well, I have a joke about that because I'm developing for
June.
Laughable in June.
Yeah. First week. First Thursday in June. See Maddie at
Say my name at the door just in case.
Yeah. And say, Ben Giles promised $2 to Maddie. And $20 to me. No, just kidding. Not me. The customer.
Of
this way I can start
of the monkey paw wish, because when I was a kid growing up in Mayville, Fond du Lac's where we come up to have our fun because there's a movie theater, there's a mall, there's a skate park, there's a Taco Bell.
2 Taco Bells.
2 Taco Bells.
Just got a Wendy's.
But
in summer.
But
Wendy's.
In high school or middle school, being wow, I wish I could live in a big city like Fond du Lac someday, and just feeling that monkey paw just.
Sorry, bitch. You asked for it.
I came back to Wisconsin, running away from divorce in Los Angeles. I moved to Madison, and then just couldn't afford to live there anymore. And then when I was drunk, agreed to move to Fond du Lac. So, hey, little Maddie, you got your fucking wish. My first monkey paw wish. Mom, I want a haircut like Dad's.
Was your dad?
Yes.
Oh, God.
All I need to do is grow out the horseshoe, and then there I am. Spitting image of Robert Schmalfeld.
Bobby, yes.
Bob Schmal. But, yeah, I mean, you didn't have to drive all the way up to Marinette, at least, because that was my thing. I was just
that's why I had a place ready if they wanted to, chill and rest or whatever. And I was like, I'll just talk to my dad, see if I can get some keys. It'll be no problem. Because, all they really need sometimes, I feel bad because he'll go up there just to mow the lawn and shoot back.
Does he have his New Balances on?
Oh, yeah, he definitely does. Those are the shoes I fucking
green stained New Balances, just dad shoes.
He was Air Force, so he's used to buying that being the main brand.
Oh, so he has 5 different
AX,
pairs of New Balances because all the Air Force does is get new
all,
uniforms.
Yeah, New Balance, man. Well, that was the BX, PX, NX big thing that
MXPX, I love them.
Big fan. Huge fan.
Fat Mike.
They just put out a new. That's no FX.
No effects. Oh, damn. You called me out.
I just Brad Pitted you. I know we each have our fucking strengths.
MXPX, no FX.
I mean, they were really. They came out around the same time with the same amount of letters, and then they shared two
So
of the
confusing.
letters. Oh, dude. But no, the only bad part of that show was it being a barn situation that was recently built. The extension cord that powered all of our shit was hooked up to one outlet switch.
Okay.
And a dude leaned against it right as I made a Pope joke.
A Pope joke?
Yeah, because we just got a Chicago Pope. So that's why this counterpunch is a holy garment. Fuck with me. Great punk band out of Chicago, by the way. But as soon as I was in the middle of my Pope joke, power went out. Lights, everything. Dean made a hilarious post about that. He took a picture of his knee and posted it online. He'd be like, Rob Breckenridge just went on stage. Here's what it looks like. Like, I mean, it ain't wrong. Because we didn't have a green room or our backstager. It was what it was. And it was a couple chairs facing each other.
No, you got to do. You just got to have. Oh yeah,
behind a wrestling curtain.
Green room. A green room doesn't exist for comedians unless you've hit like Comedy Central. Fucking.
No. The Hive had one. The Hive had one, and it was great. Eventually, and yes, it's where they kept the tables, but they let us put donuts in a fridge in there. So, shout out to Erica.
Thanks, Erica, and shame they're closing.
I hate that shit so bad.
Out of their control. The guy that owned the building is
now if I want Jason to pour me a drink, I have to actually schedule their company to come to my freaking
Prairie View Theater. Oh yeah, they do the Hive mobile bar. So.
Yeah, they still have the mobile bar
for your bar mitzvahs.
Yeah, for your cool bar mitzvahs.
For your super cool rad bar.
Or if you want to ruin a Mormon wedding, like call and damn, I can't remember the name of their bar thing. It was cleverly named, but
Jesus.
Where? That Pope joke is gonna kill everybody. I don't think I'm allowed to fuck with God anymore.
No, man. I got like a little bit of a stuffed nose and breathed wrong, and my spit and my snot tried to kill me at the same time. Holy shit.
Inside a lot of people, there are two wolves. Inside of you, there's just snot and mucus trying to fight each other.
Both of my wolves are named Snot and Mucus, and they're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle bad guys.
Heroes in a half shell, mucus power. Oh man, good shit.
You want to take a little break?
Yeah,
let's take a little break.
We're gonna do a little math.
Really clears the lungs.
Clears the sinuses.
We're gonna take a little bit, but it'll be instantaneous for you.
We're gonna trans this dog.
Willow to Diesel.
Will Diesel.
Hell yeah. We're back.
And we're back.
I got my demons out of me, my lung demons.
And I got my urine demons out.
I swear to God, it's like that dizzy glows. After, are you okay? Yeah, I'm doing fine.
The mucus always rises.
No, Eric, we are a lifestyle podcast for nerds. And what have you been playing lately?
Man, it has been an endeavor. Started the Diablo 4 extra stuff with the Berserk. The Diablo 4X Berserk. It was fun. Unlocked the armors after about 6 hours and stopped playing. And currently I am still doing Skull. I've decided to add some interest to my life where all my new platinums I'm gonna tattoo on my body. So
get your gamer score just scratched out each time you get a new trophy.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm gonna finish Skull the Hero Slayer soon. I've only got 2 trophies. One I don't know how to get. I could easily Google it, but I'll get there. And then it's just talk to something so many times. There might be a trick to it. And then the other one is beat the final boss in normal mode without getting hit. And
so you got to do a hit list,
and it's double health bar in this thing.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so I played Skull. Yep. I stuck with it. I finally found something that worked for me. It was the ghoul.
Ghoul's a good
because
skull.
instead of I'm not a combo character, I'm a hit something strong and then move on. Have a lot of health, tank, hard hit.
It can
I don't
heal
care
itself
about.
too.
And that was a great class. I got past the first hero, and I got to the boss of like the first level, the Yggdrasil T.
Yeah,
But I'm like,
Yggdrasil's
okay,
a little hard with
I
him.
did great. And then second health bar. I'm like, really? It's the first fucking boss.
the first boss, second boss, and final boss. Nope. First, second, fourth, and final boss have 2 health bars.
I swear, like that's one thing
But
that
it's
I like.
totally different forms each time,
Because
so it's not too.
With these roguelike games, I like it when you get like a choice of what you want to be right away. Like Rogue Legacy.
Yes.
When you die, it's like, here's 3. You get the option to re-roll later down, but this one is just like, here's your build.
In the Dark Mirror, as soon as you beat the game, it pulls you into the DLC, which is a better mode, which actually lets you pick up to 2 of the 12 like common to rares.
Oh, so you gotta like beat the entire game first just to like have the option to...
Yeah. And it's really nice because and it rolls in with a random skill. So my favorite team to do is Water Skull and the Bomb Skull. Bomb Skull and Water Skull are my fucking dude. Bomb one can just blow himself up for extreme damage.
I am a full melee class build. I don't care how slow
even
my
the
attacks
Water
are.
Skull is all of them have the potential to be whatever you need them to be, except for damage types are dependent. But then there's also like an item that you can randomly get that is one of a million items of the type, or like 12 items of the type that can drop your damage by 10%. But whatever you are doing is the highest percentage, whether it be physical or magical. So you can play a physical or a character, but you can have your magic all the way up and it'll just take that damage.
Oh, okay.
So
like all your physical attacks do magic damage instead, or
it does the highest of the 2. That's ideal if you can get it, but it is like a 10%.
But I feel like that's something you unlock
run.
a little further on down the line instead of
As
just
soon as
me,
you beat
like,
the game twice, you'll have it.
smashing my head against the wall at the first boss every fucking time.
One thing I did notice, because we started a fresh save with you, was that those upgrades that you get matter, because like I am skilled at Skull. I'm not like Haxa or Beals, like people that stream that shit constantly, but I'm up there. I've finished the hardest mode. I understand a lot of the mechanics, and I'm still playing with so many
I
different
do
options.
also need to just the fact that games don't come with manuals anymore.
No, you just got to learn from other people.
The fact that, like, if I go through a door, I'm not sure. I mean, sure, if I go through the treasure door, it means I'm going to get a lot of resources. But what?
Oh no,
what
the
does
treasure
green
door will give you
mean?
one
What
of 3
does
items, and then the skull door will give you 1 skull. Which
I'm going in blind. I'm like, this game sucks.
Yeah, no.
Why is it so hard?
And then I have to be like, oh no, just don't go through this one kind of door unless it's the money door. I don't believe in. Some of the more advanced players that are just already good as shit. They're like, oh yeah, I like a lot of currency. I'm like, no, I'll sell an item. I'll sell some shit. But no, we're still doing that, and I'm doing like 2 or 3 runs a day, which like a run for me right now on the hardest mode will take about less than an hour.
Okay, so that's good.
And on the easiest mode, my best time was about 42 minutes.
Not bad.
It's not. And it's just fun to get through it, because I'll get through one. I'll take an edible before, and then I'll be high by like halfway through that run, and I'll be like, fuck it, let's do another one.
Let's play some more.
But
Because that's the thing. Like, it's one of those games where, like, oh, sorry. We've been talking about, like, I saw this video earlier when it talks about, like, the 2 different styles of playing a game. There's the performer, and then there's the master. Where I like playing games as a performer of, say I play Super Smash Brothers.
You do.
And I'm playing it not to be the best, but just to see how I stack up against everyone else, right?
Yeah.
Whereas you have the master play style, where like you totally just like learn all the ins and outs and dial in on your play style. Same thing with Lies of P.
Oh God, yeah.
There's so many different ways to tweak and peak and min-max that unless you're absolutely making this game your bitch,
Right.
you're not having the most fun that you can.
That's the difference I noticed
Meanwhile,
from me and you, because you use
I'm
weapons
trying-
I won't touch.
I'm just trying to experience
what was it?
what the game has to offer me.
The Puppet Ripper? You were using that for a while, or like there was a weapon you used. I'm like, I've never touched that fucking.
Yeah,
thing.
it was the Puppet Ripper.
Yeah,
where it
I'm
was just like because I actually switched my build from a strength build to a dex build just to play around with this thing.
That was the first time me and you ever flip flopped on that.
Because you went from dex build to.
I only do motivity on Liza P, and I love it. Like, I feel like I'm bullying those motherfuckers.
That's a game that I really want to get back into.
Well, they got DLC coming out soon. So.
You know what? The fact that, well, I don't know. There's probably a way where I can get my PS4 save.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But at that point, I'll just do it new again.
Just
do it new again.
Do it new.
You know,
you didn't even finish it.
And then, because I want to play that DLC too. It looks fucking dope.
And honestly, this is the time. Like, because then you're doing it right before that way. Because I'm gonna end up playing it on a New Game Plus too. So when I get into that DLC, it's gonna hurt. I learned that the hard way when Bloodborne DLC came out. And I had mastered the game, didn't play it for a few months, and then all of a sudden...
You remember when Shadow of the Erdtree came out and all these new plus?
I brought in my best dude!
We're just like, what the fuck? What do you mean I'm not overpowered?
I almost burnt this house down.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
that was also a different thing. It was
hard to see.
Well, it was, I want to say the DLC came out in like June or July.
Yeah.
Which means that like this apartment doesn't get dark until 9.
Yeah.
You're playing on a projector. Plus with the latency, it was terrible, But
no, I mean, even when I got home, it was just like, this is a nightmare.
Miyazaki's just into it, wasting people's time.
He gets off every time I die. He orgasms every time this happens.
I remember the first boss that we went in, that auto crossbow guy. It was just like, I swear to God, I almost got him this time. It was like, if you go back and get like one upgrade, then he becomes cake. But like, you were so fucking bullheaded.
The skibbity frags
I must
or
kill
whatever.
him now.
I'm like, no, this isn't okay.
And then
just wait for me outside of his house.
We were talking.
You
got the Oblivion remake.
Yes, I did. I started that. I've already gotten 40 hours almost concurrently. Like, I stayed glued to that thing. Looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Plays great. Patrick Stewart still sounds like a fucking snack.
And Sean Bean is Martin.
No shit.
Yeah.
Holy
Martin
fuck.
Septum.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now I want to kill him.
One does not simply walk into Mordor, he says.
One cannot simply walk into the Sept. Oh, dude, that's fucking sick. I didn't know that. But again, it glitched out on me.
What's your build?
Twice.
What's your
My first one, I was just going for a fucking... I was just playing the game. Like, I got vampirism way early because I like to explore.
What was your... What character did you pick?
I did Acrobat the first time.
But, like, are you Khajiit, Dark Elf?
First time I went... it gives a subclass...
Imperial?
It gives us... Yeah, I went Imperial, but there are 2 different ones it offers you with extra shit now.
Okay, yeah.
And then the second time I went Breton because I love Star of the Atronach, which allows
magic
you...
absorption. Yeah.
And then Breton has a 10% chance to absorb, so it stacks. And then I already know where a couple items are straight out the gate, so that magic never hurts you.
When I played Morrowind for the first time, I picked Argonian simply because, like...
Breathe underwater,
and they don't get poisoned.
Nope.
Like, there was this one, like, first dungeon where it's like, oh, God, everyone I picked just fucking dies right away. So, that and the fact that, like, Argonians and Khajiits in Morrowind couldn't wear, like, certain types of armor because they're cat people and lizard people and human armor doesn't fit them. But
they ended up fixing that. But
I mean, I kind of wish it would go back to that kind of way.
Well, then they could give them unique.
To give them more like, well, they're really good at this, but like their defense, you shouldn't be tanking hits.
Dude. And can I just say on that note, really quick, I didn't notice the blatant racism the first time I played through
Oh,
Oblivion.
it's everywhere.
Oh my god.
It's fucking everywhere.
Like, there's this one countess in one of the 5 towns in there that's like, those fucking Argonians. I don't want to say it out loud. I'm just going to say it.
Dude, Morrowind.
Fucking lizard tongues. Bitch ass. Like, it's...
Morrowind, it especially gets spicy because the
Dark elf.
the Ashlanders of Vardenfell call anyone that's an Outlander Enwa. I'm like, that's
What'd you just call me, the Enwa?
you call me the Enwa,
Dude. But it plays good, but you explain this the best. I had to quit my first save because it wouldn't let me finish the final Thieves Guild
got
quest.
bugged out of the Thieves Guild.
It gave me an error that is apparently way too common, where if you get out of a certain mission, like I couldn't finish the final one. I was way under leveled, but I knew the game pretty well, so I knew how to kind of get my way through, but I kept getting spotted. I didn't have any stealth shit on me, so I went back
Reload
later.
saves, yeah.
I went back later, and it's like, oh, you're locked out. Sorry. And I'm like, fuck. And so I ended up trying to rob everybody to make it go. I had to Google, like, how do I fix this? And it's like, how far back?
I remember in Skyrim in 2011, because you said it was getting glitchy.
Yep.
And I had read somewhere that the more you play, the more that like the PS4 or the PS5 doesn't know how to like read the memory, or it just gets so big that it just glitches out, which is the same problem that Skyrim had with the PS3.
Well, there's so much, and I figured it out when you said that, because there was always so much going on that they added sub-dialogue to everything based on everything else you did. So if you are talking to like Hermanius Lex and you are the king of the Thieves Guild or the Fighters Guild, or you like are the grand champion of the arena, they will mention these things that you did.
Yeah.
But if it all overlaps in a negative way, you blue screen. So like, it's like shit.
Tamriel implodes.
Yeah, dude. It's like
Like in Mehrunes Dagon wins. And
he can have it.
Well, the thing is, like, it's a new coat of paint, and that's it.
It looks great
Because the bones of the game are still from the creation engine from when Oblivion was made in 2006. It came out in 2006. It was probably made in 2003, right?
Actually, it would be more time than that.
So,
Yeah.
the fact that you're playing this game with a fresh slack of paint on it from 25 years ago, and that's why I bought Expedition first.
And now we're going to pivot over because I got to watch you play this. You got some more time in, but you've got some opinions. And I want to hear them.
So, well, before I get to Expedition, I've been playing my little handheld. This little guy.
And it is the
Retroid Pocket 4.
Retroid.
I've been playing Wind Waker on it, and it's pretty fun. The thing with Wind Waker fundamentally as a game is it is one of the most linear Zeldas.
Really?
I know there's a great big sea to explore, but it constantly is directing like, hey, go here, go here, go here, go here.
You don't get
so by the time I got the Master Sword, like, I'm looking up a guide because like, I don't want to miss anything. It's like, you should have like 14 hearts. I have 5.
Shit.
Right? But the game's not hard, so I do just fine. And now that the game's opened up and it's like, well, I'm having fun, but I'm going to play some other games. I was playing Shadow Hearts on my PS2 emulator on there, and that was one that my dad had played right before he passed. So I never saw the end of it. Got to the end of that game, and immediately went into the sequel, which Shadow Hearts Covenant, the second one, always was a bit more popular.
Really?
I think it's because it had a hot chick on the cover.
That was how you did things in the
That it's just like, oh, here's an RPG with a hot chick on the cover. Let's play. Exactly.
Darkstalkers 2.
But it's fun because Shadow Hearts, what sets it different was before there was Bloodborne, there wasn't a lot of Eldritch horror.
No.
And this was a Eldritch horror RPG. It was the sequel to Godelka on the PS1, which had like crazy monsters very dark themes. It was almost like imagine a turn-based RPG like a Final Fantasy, but you had to position your characters like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, I like that.
And Shadow Hearts has the thing called the Judgment Ring, where you have to. It's almost like D&D, where you have to roll to hit and then roll for damage.
Okay.
Whereas there's this ring that it just goes like, whoop, and there's like chunks of a pie that you have to like.
Oh shit! Okay.
And you can always critical if you're really good at the ring.
Yeah.
You could test it. You as long as you hit the last part at the last possible moment, you do extra damage. This brings it over. Whereas by the time Shadow Hearts Covenant came out, Final Fantasy X was already a thing. And so it takes a lot from that. However, it's not just a Final Fantasy X ripoff because it's a continuation of these characters. The writing's real good. They kind of lose the horror elements. Even in the first game, halfway through the game, they kind of just drop the horror elements, which I was kind of bummed about. But the characters are so fun. We're like, usually in RPGs, it's like, we're destroying God with the power of love and friendship. Whereas your main protagonist is like, I fuse into monsters and I'm terrible. And I like women. You know?
I get it.
It is... The first game had multiple endings. Even Kudelka on PS1 had multiple endings. Shadow Hearts 2 had multiple endings. And in each game, the bad ending is the canon ending. So it's just like, man, this is dour.
That's what XCOM did. Put in all this work, the sequel. Everybody's dead.
But I've been doing that.
Nothing you did mattered.
So it's really fun to just like take my time with these older games. I tried playing Tony Hawk 4 on my GameCube one, and like, I don't know if it's the clocking or what, but this game moves so fucking fast that it's just like, and plus like the screen isn't that large. And every time Bam Margera falls, I'm just like, god damn it! So I'm just like in the break room with this thing going on, this little box that just swears all the goddamn time. And I've given up on Wario World.
Why?
Because it's pretty much a platformer beat 'em up, and it's not well designed.
Oh, okay. It wasn't like the... Okay, fair enough.
Hey, you riff. I gotta go pee.
I gotcha.
Tell them about Heavy Saurus and the other bands we were
Oh, dude, I gotcha. So, yeah,
that Berserk one.
I don't do a lot, so I get to listen to a lot of music, and one of the power metal bands I follow is called Beast in Black. They released a song and music video that accompanies Diablo 4's Berserk expansion. And like these are those like kind of like Thor, Odin, like the singers of, well, this one's a very tiny dude with a bald head, but they all have a very falsetto voice. And dude was just kind of like, I feel like more money went into the production of the music video than Blizzard put into the actual content that was there.
That is one thing that confused me, because you're like, oh, like this is the band, and the lead singer was petite.
He's a little dude.
Little dude.
He's like, Brother Madness.
Imagine Moby.
Oh, yeah, he looks like Moby.
And in this cartoon, he's this big fucking barbarian with like a big old gut sword. And I was like, that's that guy?
Yeah, I'm like, come on.
Are you sure?
Come
but I mean,
on.
I'm not familiar with Berserk besides Guts.
I think your life is fine. If you're not super
I'm not into anime that much.
And that's fine. I'm not either. There's been a few I've watched that I've liked. And that's pretty much it. It's like Death Note, Parasite, and Tokyo Ghoul, maybe.
Cowboy Bebop,
Noragami,
Moyo, Yu Yu Hakusho, but those are all from like the 80s.
Yeah, those was Toonami. Yeah.
Also, The Delicious in Dungeon, because the one guy is a great cook.
Mm.
Do you know what I can do with that? I can make bread.
Fucking sick.
Yeah, so you combined Dungeons and Dragons and cooking. Yeah.
Oh, dude, there was another thing I wanted to tell you about, because you know how we were talking about the $80 game thing, how that's becoming... I want to know your opinion on this really quick. This is going to be a minute opinion.
Okay.
I've been doing Borderlands 3. I'm excited about Borderlands 4. I'll pay anything for it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You're the target demographic.
Yeah, I mean, Handsome Jake is my handle on fucking a lot of things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or Handsome Jack's my dude.
That
Not
makes
all
a lot of sense now. 'Cause I'm like, all right, cool, all right.
Yeah, dude, me and that character go back. That's probably my favorite shooting series. But they're advertising BL4 at $80, and I don't know if it was the director, lead designer, somebody at Gearbox.
Mm-hmm.
She put out. Somebody asked, "Hey, how do you feel about the $80?" And her quote, almost like exact, was like, "The real fans will find a way to pay for it." I don't know how I feel about it, but would I suck a dick for Borderlands 4? It depends.
That is the Diablo mobile.
Do I get the DLC too?
Do you guys not have phones?
See, it almost feels like that, but Blizzard is a notoriously dickish company.
Man, the fact that
that person with that specific company, like they love to comedy in their games is mandatory for Gearbox on a lot of their stuff. Except for that really bad Aliens game that they did, Colonial Marines, if I'm not mistaken. But like,
there was no comedy in that one, right?
Oh, absolutely not. Well, no, there was. If you looked at the price tag versus the amount of sales.
With Borderlands, okay, so with Borderlands comedy, it's like, why is everyone so annoying? They're like, you're supposed to hate Claptrap. I'm like, doesn't it make it better?
I still like Claptrap though.
I want to just give me a mod where I can just kick him across the fucking screen and he goes, ah!
Honestly,
to the end,
you can silence Claptrap in the menus. Which is what y'all should put in if I'm going to pay $80 without sucking a dick.
That and like that one thing with like, especially with looter shooters, like there's so much loot that I don't like. I love a good linear upgrade, and with so much colors of epic and common and rare and this and that and this, I get overwhelmed. I'm like,
they have a fix for that. I recently discovered you can actually set it so that like the color of loot you get, you can auto sell it and it doesn't go into your shit. So I set mine up for purple, which is the second highest. So everything from purple down
this good
immediately goes away. Cool. So as soon as I pick it up, the only thing I get are uniques. So
that's Borderlands 3?
That's Borderlands 3. But they added it to they had two different director's cuts. They had a definitive cut, then they had a director's cut, then a definitive cut or something like that. And it's good.
You know what annoys me about Borderlands fans? They're people that cosplay as psychos are the same kind of annoying as Deadpool cosplayers.
Okay. No. Oh no, if they're gonna be like that, because Krieg is my favorite character in there besides Handsome Jack. He's just a jacked up fucking dude in the mask, and he screams, "I'm the conductor of the poop train," shit like that. Fucking. I just finished his DLC, the Krieg's clusterfuck, or Fuster Cluck, because
they have to be funny.
Yeah, and it was fine, and that thing had some really good takes on psychology.
I maybe would check out, what is it, Tiny Tina's Wonderland?
Play it with friends. Play with me.
All right.
Like let me play it with you.
Because that's got to be like, what, $5 now? It's like a standalone.
Sure. It's so good, and you customize your character in that. You don't get a given archetype, and
because that's the thing.
Like, I love it.
It's shooters, all right.
But it's
I'm more of a melee person.
And there are builds for that. Like in the first one, they had.
And that's what I did with the first time I played Borderlands 2. I think I just picked the big guy that had a pipe.
I think you would have liked Salvatore in the second one. And honestly, dude, I like Krieg. Krieg was a melee guy, but he was also like, you want to get hurt guy. So, like, one of his whole powers was if you can get yourself on fire, all your stats go up. So when
is Borderlands 4?
September 24th.
September.
Yeah, I might be wrong on the date, but it's definitely September.
It's weird because there's so many, like, looking forward to games. It's just like, I know, well, I got to keep my ear close to the ground because I know the Onimusha 2 remaster is coming out.
Yes, I just
But why would I buy a remaster when I can get it for free $50 on my, if they don't add enough to warrant me spending the money.
I'm excited about 2 though. 2 was
I'm not gonna. 2 is great.
I think it was the best one.
2 is my favorite.
Yeah,
3 was fun
that
because
was
you got
the
to play
Jubei
as Jean
one, right?
Reno. Yeah, Jubei Yagyu.
Yeah, I didn't play the third one. It got a little confusing because the guy from Godzilla was in it.
Third one was pretty
Genre.
fun. There's a fourth one that nobody played.
I played it and it bugged out. There were so many places where you could soft lock yourself on accident,
Oh yeah.
and I got really pissed. And
Shit.
I was just like, I threw the fucking thing away. Like, I was just like, I don't need this.
I have been listening to previews of what is it, Doom Eternal?
You talking about Dark Ages?
Doom Dark Ages, yes.
Yeah.
And it does sound fun. However, Doom games notoriously go on sale super early.
Yep.
So I'm going to wait for a sale on that. What else? I guess the only other game that I'm really looking forward to this year, probably it's an indie game. Surprise.
They've been killing
It is the Transylvanian Adventure of Simon Quest.
Oh!
And I watched this
Clever
video today
fuckers.
about like the cure for nostalgia, where they talk about like there's so many of these games coming out, but like if they don't hold a candle to the originals, what they need to do is feel like the originals, but do something new.
Yeah.
Like Expedition 33. It feels like Final Fantasy X. It feels like Legend of Dragoon. It feels like Lost Odyssey, but it does something new.
It looks so cool, too.
Whereas Transylvanian Adventure of Simon Quest, that's such a fucking long name.
I know, it's on purpose.
After 2 vodkas, some Gatorade, and a 10 ball. By the way, these aren't shaped like balls at all, cocktails. Get on the buzzball train.
Yeah, we're over here with
Your mama jamma mama.
there were 24
Bahama
balls
Mama.
amongst us, and it's still not impressive.
But these games play like how you remember those games playing. Like playing Simon's Quest now, it is slow. It is sloggy. It is a fucking mess. But if you play a game that makes you feel the way that you played Simon's Quest 30 years ago,
That's how I felt about that one you introduced me to.
Infernax. Infernax fucking rocks.
We need to play that together again. I want to be your blue guy
Hey,
again.
we should do a Halloween stream.
We should do that for Halloween. We need to actually finish it. Like, the whole way through. We'll fucking party. It'll be fun.
We'll leave it up to the to our fans to be like, do we do good or evil? Because the evil stream's fun too. Usually in a game where they're like, do you want to be evil? I'm like, no, I need to be the best person ever.
I think we need to do a coin flip on it each time where one of us gets to decide. Because you already know what I like to do. I'm a dick.
That'd be fun.
In games. Because sometimes, like, I love to be evil in Infernax. I'm like, just kill the guy. Just let him down.
Well, here's the thing.
Send him to
Essentially,
heaven.
the first choice you make that you think is good is like, actually...
And then the game gets 1,000 times harder.
Yeah. Because of your mercy, he turned into a giant monster and he suffered. Now you have to kill him either way.
It does benefit you later, I think, but not by much.
I mean-
No, it just, if you kill the dude, it prolongs it. Because at the end, I had to fight a different version because the girl saw me kill her brother or dad or lover or whatever, and then I had to fight a harder boss way later on. But I cheated and had the gun code in for Contra, so it was no big deal.
Dude, so many fun cheat codes. I wanted to... They have the special Halloween, The Stranger, which is just like a...
it's a Jason.
Jason with
Ash.
a chainsaw. Yeah.
Yeah, meets Ash
But
from
me-
Evil Dead.
But yeah. Dude,
play Bruce
Infernax
Campbell.
fucking rocks.
It's a fucking.
And that's
solid
why I like the indie game scene, because you think fucking Bethesda's putting out fun shit like that for $20? No.
Oh, absolutely not.
That's what I have a PS5 for games that I spend $20 for. But like, I also really want to hit up my backlog. I know I've got a lot of games. I mean, on my man, I love this thing so much. The fact is just that like I play it on lunch breaks, and it's really kind of. I haven't turned on my Switch in like a week.
That's great. Oh,
I've been
drama.
just been clocking away at like you know, Shadow Hearts. My ISP is probably like, why the fuck are you just downloading gigs of games? But like,
Shut up, is
I've got both the PS2 Castlevanias. I've got Maximo, which is like a 3D Ghosts and Goblins game that I used to love back in the day. Do you remember like renting games?
Yes, I
And
remember
just
the
like
horror of that.
of just like
All the way
I
into
got
my
this for the
20s.
weekend. Yeah, dude, fucking. You know what? With the way that AAA game is going now, in $80 games, fucking open up like a little tiny like rental shop.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you want to fucking rent a Switch 2 for a week? That'll
Actually, that might be
you gotta
the
put
best
down
way
the
to go.
deposit, but
Yeah. And you put down the deposit as your initial investment to get the card. So then you're already set.
you want this $80 game? Fucking go rent it for
Oh, and then you load your
$15
own
for the
shit
weekend.
onto there. And then when you rent
because
the
it
thing,
saves onto your system. You don't need memory cards anymore.
yeah, and all you do is, here you go. That'd be sick. For like somebody that's
I'm
like,
telling you.
I don't want to spend $500 on a
Because-
PS5 just to play Final Fantasy 16.
Because that's the thing. Like,
Let me borrow it for a week and then fucking see if I want to buy one.
with because like people were saying like, oh, like were games that expensive back in the 90s? Like, yes, like
They were
Chrono
exactly
Trigger
the
was
same price.
$75 in 90s dollars, but the rental.
The pre-order for that was over $100. Then it came with a Prima strategy guide. I only know this because that was the only Christmas present I got that year.
The only problem with rentals back then was like once they saved on the cartridge, you just had to like keep renting it until you beat the game, unless you.
Who's Gray Balls and why are they finished with this thing? Just like, and then you delete the like most advanced save on the thing just to be a
just
dick.
God damn these guys.
And that way, whenever they re-rent it, they're like, I don't know who Eric is, but fuck
But
this guy.
fuck that, we're gonna find out where this kid lives. We're gonna steal his bike.
That doesn't end well for any of us, by the way.
So yeah, I've been playing Shadow Hearts 2 Covenant, having a great time. What else do I want to get? Oh, I really want to play Metroid Prime 2.
Oh, is that the new one you're gonna try? Did you play 1 and 2?
I played 1 when it came out on the GameCube. I bought it again on the Switch remaster because that was really fun, really beautiful game. Metroid Prime 2. Yeah.
That sounded great, dude. Over the cans. I'm like, oh, my buddy's possessed. First time.
There is only Zool.
Are you the gatekeeper?
But like, I loaded up just in like, okay, what can this game really do? Because I've been playing like wimpy RPGs and everything like that, and I put on Metroid Prime 2, and I was like, oh shit, this plays perfectly. I even downloaded Kingdom Hearts 2. So I was like, oh shit.
Did it play well?
Oh,
Was it
absolutely.
smooth and all that?
I mean, the fact that I could put, some Switch games on there.
I heard that
I put
allegedly you can get Octo Traveler
I
too
got
on that.
Octopath 2, which I'm keeping it in the back of my mind, and I'm just kind of like,
Hypothetically.
what other games would I not want to buy but kind of check out? I mean, if I like them enough, I will buy them.
I think you need to get I think you need to add
But the
a
thing is, like, they don't
Dreamcast
make
game
demos
into your-
anymore. They don't make demos for games anymore.
The good old days.
Man,
I could buy a magazine
and get a
wrapped in
fucking
plastic,
disc.
and it's
Yeah.
got a disc just sliding
the
everywhere.
PS2 discs that have like you're in an aquarium.
Yeah,
And there's this like cool house trance music playing in the background.
I miss that.
You want to
shit.
play Burnout 3? Which, yes, I also want to play Burnout 3. I do believe, because like I'm not a racing game guy, but I do have Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2.
2 was awesome.
I want to hear Little John and the East Side Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Chemical Romance was on 2. I remember that. The Give Me All Your Boys. That song.
While you're
thanks for the
fucking,
venom.
down the road.
Yeah.
When I was a young boy.
Having the time of my life. Yeah. That was some good shit.
No, but I've
though.
been really I've been playing Expedition 33.
Yeah, how's that been going? I bought it
Claire
because
Obscure.
you
Is it
played it.
it's Claire Obscure Expedition 33. What a fucking name. Okay. I've been having a great time with it. However, I've had to look up some tips because there's a lot that the game doesn't tell you.
Hell yeah. That makes
Not in
things-
a hell yeah way.
I don't know. As a psychopath,
Maybe,
I'm all about it.
maybe in a like if they would have explained this in
I like it
tutorial
when
better.
a guy with a Turkish accent explains it to me on YouTube. You know,
This is what you're going to do.
I'm Joe Raptor, and by the way, shout out Joe Raptor. And do you know the 17 things that are missing in Monster Hunter Wilds? Like, I love shit like that.
I mean, that's what I go for David Vink for.
Oh, he put out a new video. I fucking.
However, they did a character ranking, and I did watch it. Because I want to know who to like buff up and who's going to be my final party. However, the person that got like the S+++ tier, turns out she was bugged, and they fixed her. So now you got to do another.
Was it that
list.
girl that I'm a big fan of?
Yeah, male, the redheaded teenager with a.
Oh, I didn't see her yet.
Was,
I saw Loon, or the first female you get, the mage.
Loon, yeah, the mage.
I didn't.
But there's another.
Okay, I'm against powering up ginger characters. Here's why. I have mom issues. That's basically it.
But having a great time with it. The tips that I learned, in case you haven't learned them yourself.
Matty pro tip.
The game could benefit with a mini map. There's nothing on the HUD.
There's nothing.
There's absolutely nothing on the HUD.
Does it have a regular map that you can just pull up? But not just
when you're in the overworld.
Oh, God.
But otherwise, no.
So you got to kind of figure it out.
However, one of the tips that I saw online, if you look for lights. The main critical path has street lamps and hanging lights telling you where to go.
Really?
And once I realized that, I'm like, okay. And then once you know where to go, any paths that aren't lit up, you're like, there's got to be something down here. Whether it's a hard boss. Because like there was one boss that I fought that could one-shot. My thing is, you've seen me play Lies of P.
Yeah.
I'm a very aggressive player.
Yes, you are.
Whereas instead of going for parries, which have like because at first I was going for parries, which have little tiny windows.
Really, is it really tight?
And then you can counterattack. This one was like, all right, well, if I fuck that up, then I'm dead. So might as well just take the time to dodge. learn the patterns, dodge, and live. And I got to like my last character because I was doing so fine the entire battle. And then like the last fucking couple turns, which is like shit. Let's see how much damage I can just fucking.
Oh no! You
and,
did it too soon.
And Mael, the fencer, has different stances. Where like, if you get her into like a certain flow, she can do thousands of points of damage instead of hundreds.
Shit.
And it's like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and like your characters show damage. That the closer they are to 0, the bloodier they get.
Yeah. I love that because I'm like, what happened to her? And your character's all clean. And then it shows Loon and she's just like, been through. She looked like she was in 15 Mel Gibson movies, man. It was fucking bad.
But
as the wife.
Also,
he's a piece of shit.
There's
Mel
these
Gibson,
things called pictos, which are accessories. And that's how you learn abilities like Final Fantasy IX. But instead of having like an AP gauge to figure that out, as long as you have these pictos equipped, these accessories equipped, if you fight 4 battles, you learn the thing. And once you learn the thing, anyone else can equip them.
So it's
without
like Final
wearing
Fantasy IX.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Party-wide. But they don't tell you how to equip. Maybe they do. So if you want to equip your Luminas, which is a big part of the game, what you want to do is go to your accessory screen and click L3. Click this button down. And then this is like, oh, do you want to equip your Luminas? Which they could have done a better job explaining. But now that I know that, now that I know where the critical path is, the game is so fun. Ashley loves watching me play it. And also, get this, Ashley's not a huge gamer.
She's a good backseat gamer.
She whipped out her DS the last time because she's like, oh, fucking I haven't played these games. She didn't know that RPGs existed.
Really?
She's like, menu-based combat? I'm like, yeah.
Just like in real life.
Dip, duck, dodge, dive.
Attack.
But like at this point,
you just countered with foot.
Now I'm excited because she's never known about like RPG systems, let's say that maybe we don't start around some like Final Fantasy or something like that.
Oh, dude.
You know?
Show her 10. 10, I was talking to... Shout out Hang 10 Poking. I was talking to Kian at Hang 10 Pokey, and he's like, I've never played a Final Fantasy game. One of my friends, I'm going home tonight. And, I'm like, which one are you playing for your first one? That's very important.
It's very important.
He said 10.
Good choice.
And for him, the guy that makes Hawaiian food.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Because 10 is based off of Okinawa, which is very Polynesian.
Turn Waka into your lifestyle, bro. Like,
Brother? Yeah.
Dude, that's what I want to do. I want to go into, like, fucking Hang 10 and be like, what's going on, Kian? And he'll be like, brada da what? What's the name? What's the name of the blitzball team?
The Aurochs. Besaid Aurochs.
Yeah. The Besaid Aurochs, something. And then it sounds like Chet Hanks. You know, that's...
Yeah. Never mind that this guy is also the voice of Bender.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I didn't know that was the same dude.
You see, you once you hear it, and you'll never be able to be like, that's Bender.
Fucking A, dude. I was listening. That
Bite my shiny metal ass.
He was busy in the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah. He made his fucking money, man.
Because, they were still doing new seasons of Futurama, because that came out my senior year of high school. Final Fantasy X hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember that, and just like doing all my studying and shit for my GED while.
All right. So since we're talking about Final Fantasy, I gotta bring up the Magic the Gathering. Are you excited?
I am so excited about this.
I'm
learning the game so that I can buy these things without feeling bad about it.
Dude, fucking so much money is gonna be sunk into this summer. I've seen cards where it's
there
just
are
like,
2 game shops near the house, man. Between our 2 houses.
Yes.
So we got Atlas.
Well,
and
also the one we have Atlas. Chimera is no longer there.
Wait, no.
Chimera's on the Scott Street now, and it is huge.
Wait, really?
Yes, I will go there with you because I will be there buying Final Fantasy cards.
Let's do it
as
soon as that shit comes. Let's go.
Well, it's funny because like
we'll buy
Reddit,
starters and then all that shit
through Reddit. I mean, like, you have the starter pack, which I get.
No, it's
the starter pack is $20, and it's like the 3 packs. It's got the box.
Yeah.
One is Cloud, the other is Sephiroth.
Lame.
Yes, true. But however, that is their most marketable game. From what I've seen, most of it's been Final Fantasy VI.
I know. They had Celis
and that's fucking dope. But however, they have Final Fantasy fucking 5 cards. They have Final Fantasy 8 cards.
They have Kane in there.
9 cards. They have 10 cards. We have only been really blessed with seeing the Final Fantasy 6 cards.
We also follow a lot of communities.
I like the one
that are
there's one that I saw that was Big Score, and it's Locke finding the Phoenix Magicite.
Oh no shit.
The Edgar card where you flip coins, and if you don't have a double-headed coin, you know.
No, you might fall victim.
People might never invite you to play Magic again, but
no, you just keep 2 of them.
It is set up for commander play. It is set up for...
Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah.
Because I saw Celis as a card, and I automatically want it, because Celis is game bay #1. But, yeah, dude, I want to see what they got for Mog, because there's no way they're going to leave the Moogles out of it. You know?
Was it you that sent me that Facebook where, like, Mog and... Tomorrow playing like in a band.
Yeah, where they were doing some kind of rock music shit. Yeah. There's another one of Edgar with the mask on and a chainsaw.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited. But again, it was done in AI with the Studio Ghibli shit. So I don't repurpose it, but I'll appreciate it for what it was, you know? Because AI art is not art. Especially on your merchandise, Dean.
It's AI product.
It's AI fart. That's what it is. But no, dude, I'm so excited for that too. Dude, I'm just gonna go for it.
We're gonna spend so much money,
dude. I can't
Drugs,
believe.
No. Alcohol, no. Magic the Gathering cards, and then you can sneak if you make because you can make your own deck.
What I used to spend on drugs, I spend on Magic. I'll be fine.
If you can make your own fucking half Final Fantasy, half Lord of the Rings deck.
Oh no, wait, it's better than that. So the guy, so you know Andy. Everyone knows Andy. Half of the Impact Theater ownership. He's teaching me Magic tomorrow. They do Wednesday Magic with groups. They have a bunch of decks that they make and stuff, and then I'm trying to learn it So he's like, dude, come down. We got people that want to learn. We're gonna go over to Jeff's. We're gonna have a good time. And
what time?
I think they're shooting for like 5 or some shit. I'll let you know.
Because
I'll try to pull you in.
I've got cards. I don't know how to play really.
I'll hit you up.
Thanks.
I'll send it. I'll put a message out. But so Jeff, he has a situation where he's like, I spend a lot of money on cards. He was showing me some of the favorites that I've seen. SpongeBob had a run. So if you could do a Final Fantasy, dude, yes, and they're really cool.
It's opposite day,
and they don't, and they're all redrawn. Is how Magic does it. They don't just.
Oh yeah, they don't.
They don't do GIF. They don't take shit up. They go and then they let the artist.
My favorite thing about Magic is that the fact that like they have their art and their little blurbs at the bottom of just like their little lore.
I want to do Final Fantasy Sponge.
Final Fantasy. Sponge. Do. Squidward.
Who lives in a Final Fantasy? That would be the sickest shit.
Mr. Krabs would be Barrett.
It's me money. Dude, Barrett got redemption from fucking the 7 Rebirth made him look so good. That's my Barrett. Barrett stays in my party after
I can't wait for the 3rd one to come out. Well, hey, we got to wrap this shit up.
Oh dear God. It's Christmas already.
It's Christmas already. We do this thing called the Wheel of NSO.
What did we have 2 weeks ago?
We had this game called Mighty Bomb Jack.
Oh, it was garbage.
It was so garbage. I mean, granted, we played it a long time ago, but it was still forgettable 5 minutes after we played it.
When he says a long time ago, it was 2.5 weeks.
It is a platformer puzzler, so for what it was...
But it's bad.
What you're supposed to do is, like, when you jump, you go all the way to the fucking ceiling, right? And the whole point of the game is to collect these bombs. But it's from one of those vestige of arcade gaming where you're supposed to go for a high score. What you're supposed to do is one bomb has a fuse lit. And you're supposed to collect that bomb first. And then find... Yeah, it's a fucking bad game. Nobody should play it.
The story was
the same people made Solomon's Key, and that was a better puzzle game.
But it was droppable.
If you have a Switch and you find yourself playing Mighty Bomb Jack,
I'll pay for your...
Do yourself a favor and play something else.
I'll cover your copay on BetterHelp, man.
The wheel!
Are we about to spin
that wheel? There's so many. Do I need to?
This is the magic of the wheel, y'all. Give us something good this time.
Well,
we've been spoiled, and we've also been...
I think there's so many on the wheel that
it's like Russian roulette with bad games.
Yeah, truly.
All right, you ready? Oh,
here we go. Oh, there we go.
All right, and we've got
Kung Fu Heroes NES.
I wonder what that is, because I know the game Kung Fu for NES, and it was your one guy named Billy, and it's all like you have a punch and a kick, and when you punch, it goes. Oh!
The page is unresponsive.
Oh, gotta
redo it.
Yep, we gotta redo it. Sorry, Kung Fu Heroes. Rest in parchment. All right, wheel.
There we go. Now that's a wheel. Jesus Christ.
No more pop-ups. Dun, dun, dun. Okay.
Earthbound Beginnings for NES. No, this isn't.
I didn't know there was an Earthbound for NES.
Yeah.
Wait.
Earthbound was Mother 2. This one is like the NES version of Earthbound that nobody ever talks about.
This will be a fun try. Might not even be in English. I love that I'm looking at Reggie Fils-Aimé's face. He's got Disrupting the Game, the book. And my favorite, that's almost the same face Reggie made when he was asked by somebody like, "Are you going to release Mother 3?" And he was like, and then just walked away.
Honestly, like I bought this book and I use it for meetings now because he's a business guy first and foremost, and he's just like the whole thing is disrupting the game. He just like walks in and be like, "What about this?" And everyone's like, "I haven't thought about that." So he used to be in charge of Domino's before Nintendo.
Really?
Yeah,
He did a he did a
probably
fine job.
He probably invented the backwards crust fucking pizza. Reggie,
Oh shit!
Fils-aimé. All right, we gotta go.
It's about time.
We love you. Thanks for listening. We're gonna go piss.
Peace.
Bye.